My name is Scott Kenney. I'm a PhD and I'm an associate professor at the Center for Food Animal Health. My laboratory focuses on molecular virology, which is the study of microorganisms that make animals, poultry, and humans sick. Primarily, my laboratory focuses on a number of different positive-stranded RNA viruses, including hepatitis E, turkey reovirus, African swine fever virus, porcine delta coronavirus. We like to joke that if it has 4 legs and walks, we can find something that infects it, and we hope to cure it. I joined the Center for Food Animal Health here 7 years ago as an assistant professor, and having the resources that Ohio State has makes the research that we do possible. We have some amazing facilities. So we have biosafety level 3 facilities. It's only one of probably 10 in the country, where we can actually do high containment research on viruses that we don't want to escape into the environment. So we can do these studies in a very controlled and safe manner. We also have poultry facilities. We have one of only 2 specific pathogen-free turkey flocks in the country. And so what that does is it has a group of animals that we know that they don't have any diseases, unlike conventional poultry, which may have diseases that may interfere with our experiments. These animals are a great resource that we can then use to introduce our specific pathogen of interest to understand what kind of disease it's causing in those animals. There's an ever-increasing need for food, and as a result, we're having these large farms or large food production systems where we're having increasing numbers of animals in a smaller and smaller footprint. And in the news right now, we have a pathogen called high-path avian influenza. And what happens is if a farm gets this high-path avian influenza, it basically kills all those chickens. But if you have one of these large facilities that has 200,000-300,000 animals, if you lose one of those facilities, you could potentially be facing food shortages. And so our research helps to prevent the introduction of those diseases and to make those animals resistant to those diseases so that if there is an introduction, we don't have gaps in the food supply. And so if we have these animals that are no longer ill or sick because they've been vaccinated, or we have preventative strategies, it helps save farmers potentially hundreds of millions of dollars, making food cheaper for our constituents. A lot of what we do is basic research. So we are creating knowledge that is used by other scientists and industries such as like pharmaceutical manufacturers to understand how viruses transmit between animals and how it makes animals sick. We can then use that information in a translational manner where we actually make either drugs or vaccines that can help cure or prevent diseases. Ideally, what we are shooting for is to cure disease, right? It's a huge goal, probably not going to be accomplished in my lifetime or subsequent scientists' lifetimes, but we chip away slowly at preventing diseases and illnesses in the world. Not just in human health, but in animal health as well. We're aiming for a world that is free of pathogens or disease.